On number 12 in this homework, you are trying to describe each of these histograms with two words. You need to decide what type of bias it has and what type of variability it has. So I come back to this slide that we had in our notes to help you see what you should be looking for low and high variability and low and high bias. So I think of bias as how well you hit the target. Were you around the target? So on the top right, this has small bias because you did, even though you did not hit the bullseye ever, you were still kind of in the neighborhood. You were close enough. Whereas down here for D, this also had small bias, and you see that it very clearly hit the mark. So a small bias then means that you hit the target. That should not say same, that should say small. There we go. So your small bias is giving you where you've hit the target. Large bias is where you've missed the mark, okay? You are in the same direction, but you're nowhere close to the real population parameter. You've missed the value. So for a high bias problem, your values are either going to be closely clustered together, but away from the center, or they're going to be spread out, but again, away from the center. So when you're looking at the histograms for number 12, you want to look, are they close to the population parameter or are they far away? Now, they may be spread out, they may be close together, but are they centered around the population parameter? If they are mostly to the left or mostly to the right, then that would be bias. Now, your variability is how spread out you are. Do you have small spread? Are they close together? Then you would have small variability. So on the top left and the top right, or sorry, the bottom right, those two are very close together. So they have small variability because all of the values are close together. Whereas the other two are quite spread out. And so that would be large variability because they are spread out. So these two things are talking about very different concepts, but you can describe any histogram with these two words. Did they miss the target or did they hit the target? That's speaking to your bias. Were they close together or spread out? That's talking to your variability.